Is it time to buy or sell Apple stock? In this video, we're diving deep into Apple. Our initial report was published on our website on Tuesday, the 20th of May, 2025, and now we're here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You don't want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and get free price predictions and deep analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. Since the 20th of May, 2025, our system has ranked Apple as a sell candidate, assigning it a score of -1.44. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. We will continue to monitor this evaluation to observe how it develops in the days ahead. The stock has broken the very wide and falling short-term trend upwards. Firstly, a slower falling rate is indicated, but this may very well be an early signal of a trend shift. On the reaction, there will be support on the ceiling of the current trend broken, which is $205.30, a level that may present a second chance to capitalize on a price increase. According to fan theory, $256.07 will be the next potential trend top level, establishing a resistance point that may not be surpassed on the first attempt. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential decline of 15.49% over the next 3 months, with a possible return ranging from -36.87% to -16.13%. Looking at the longer term, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of 1.92%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could fluctuate between -14.77% and 28.57% over the next year. In current terms, this would place the future price somewhere between $176.31 and $265.96. Our latest daily update for Apple includes the headline, "Evaluation of Apple stock downgraded after the last trading session." The Apple stock price declined by almost 1% on the last day, Tuesday, the 20th of May, 2025, dropping from $208.78 to $206.86. It has now decreased for 5 consecutive days. During the last trading session, the stock fluctuated by 1.67%, with a day low of $205.04 and a day high of $208.47. The price has fallen in 6 of the last 10 days, but it remains up by over 4% in the past 2 weeks. Interestingly, the trading volume also decreased on the last day alongside the stock, which is typically a positive indicator, as volume should align with stock movement. On the last day, the trading volume fell by 5 million shares, with a total of 41 million shares traded, amounting to approximately $8,380 million. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price reached $260.10, while the lowest price was $169.21. Currently, the price is 20.47%, or $53.24, below the 52-week high of $260.10, which is also the all-time high for the stock. Apple is making significant strides in artificial intelligence that could reshape its competitive landscape. The company plans to introduce tools allowing third-party developers to utilize its AI models, which is expected to spur innovation and potentially lead to a surge in app development. This move may enhance Apple's ecosystem, driving user engagement and ultimately boosting its revenue streams in the long term. Apple's CarPlay Ultra continues to see increasing adoption, positioning the company favorably in the automotive tech space, despite facing stiff competition and economic pressures, especially in China. Tariffs and stretched valuations are concerns, yet as the integration of technology in vehicles expands, this could enhance the attractiveness of Apple's offerings to consumers. However, alongside these positive developments, Apple faces scrutiny regarding its regulatory practices and partnerships, notably with Alibaba, potentially impacting investor confidence in the short term. Additionally, despite maintaining a robust credit rating, the broader market is facing challenges due to U.S. debt downgrades and rising Treasury yields. These economic factors could weigh on the stock price as investors react to funding dynamics. In summary, While Apple's proactive steps in artificial intelligence and automotive technology present exciting growth opportunities, the regulatory environment and broader economic concerns could create volatility in its stock price in both the short and long term. Analyst ratings. On Monday, the 12th of May, 2025, it was reported that Morgan Stanley assigned Apple a grade of overweight with a recommendation to hold. On Monday, the 5th of May, 2025, Citigroup reported giving Apple a grade of cautious, along with a recommendation to hold. On Friday, the 2nd of May, 2025, Wedbush reported assigning Apple a grade of neutral with a recommendation to downgrade. On Friday, the 2nd of May, 2025, Scotiabank also assigned Apple a grade of perform with a recommendation to downgrade. On Friday, the 2nd of May, 2025, Piper Sandler provided a grade of neutral for Apple, accompanied by a recommendation to downgrade. Analysts have assigned Apple stock a general neutral rating. They evaluate the price-to-earnings ratio as sell and the price-to-book ratio as strong sell. However, for return on investment, the analysts have rated the stock as strong buy. The following signals have been identified for Apple. The Apple stock currently shows a sell signal from the short-term moving average. However, there is a contrasting buy signal from the long-term average. Since the short-term average is above the long-term average, this indicates a general buy signal for the stock, suggesting a positive outlook. Should the stock continue to rise, it will encounter resistance from the short-term moving average at approximately $210.63. Conversely, if the stock declines, it will find support at roughly $203.07 from the long-term average. A breakthrough of the short-term average would trigger a buy signal, while a drop below the long-term average would indicate a sell signal. Additionally, some negative signals have emerged, which could impact short-term developments. A sell signal was generated from a pivot top point on Thursday, the 1st of May, 2025, and thus far, it has declined by 3%. Further declines are anticipated until a new bottom pivot is established. Moreover, a sell signal is currently present from the 3-month moving average convergence, divergence, or MACD. The trading volume has decreased alongside the price during the last trading day, which mitigates overall risk as volume typically aligns with price movements. Here are some additional signals you might find intriguing. Moving average convergence divergence indicates a sell signal. Pivots show a sell signal from 14 days ago. Bollinger displays a buy signal from 31 days ago. The short-term moving average indicates a sell signal from 3 days ago. The long-term moving average suggests a buy signal from 8 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicates a buy signal from 5 days ago. Analyzing the 12-month chart reveals the short moving average indicates a buy signal from 8 days ago. The long-term moving average suggests a buy signal from 53 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages shows a buy signal from 48 days ago. For more signals, be sure to visit our page at StockInvest.us. Let's discuss the support, risk, and stop loss for Apple. Apple shows support at $198.85, which may present a buying opportunity as we can anticipate a positive reaction when this support level is tested. The stock typically experiences moderate daily movements, and with a solid trading volume, the associated risk is deemed to be medium. Over the past day, the stock fluctuated $3.43 between its highest and lowest points, marking a change of 1.67%. In the last week, the average daily volatility of this stock has been 1.76%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for Apple, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, let's discuss the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly referred to as the PE ratio. This important metric measures a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. This is a relatively standard PE ratio, frequently observed in companies with established track records or predictable revenue streams. In other news, the next earnings report for the second quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 7th of August, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates stand at $1.42. It's important to monitor these figures as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Apple. In case of an upward trend, a first resistance level for Apple is at $218.27. If you don't own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be breached before entering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could be a level to consider for swing trading. On the downside, Apple encounters its first support level at $198.85. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Apple from multiple analyst sources is neutral. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 12th of May, 2025, Chris Kondo executed an insider sale of 4,486 shares of common stock. On the 23rd of April, 2025, Kevin Parekh carried out an insider sale of 4,570 shares of common stock. On the 15th of April, 2025, Kevin Parekh conducted an insider sale of 5,111 shares of restricted stock units. On the same day, Kevin Parekh also executed an insider sale of 5,817 shares of restricted stock units. On the 15th of April, 2025, Kevin Parekh made an insider purchase of 16,458 shares of common stock. Analyzing the 100 most recent insider trades, we find that the insider power is negative, with a ratio of negative 19.713. Overall, insiders bought 1,389,288 shares and sold 1,992,668 shares in the last 100 trades. Our assessment of this stock is unfavorable, and a stop loss has not been established. Is Apple stock a good buy? Currently, Apple presents several negative signals, and we anticipate that its performance will remain weak in the upcoming days or weeks. Consequently, we have a negative evaluation of this stock. Due to some minor weaknesses in the technical analysis, we have revised our conclusion from a hold or accumulate to a sell candidate. Following an analysis of the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Wednesday, the 21st of May, we expect Apple to open lower by approximately 7 cents and begin trading at $206.79. We want to remind you that trading carries a significant risk of losing money. It is important to consult with a financial advisor before making any decisions to buy or sell securities. Your investment choices should not be solely based on information from StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment decisions. Here is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for this stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With warm regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.